Okay, okay, hear me out on this. I know. All over Twitter it'll be like Leafs blow another 3 goal lead. Leafs lose to the Colorado Avalanche 4-3 after being up 3-0. But like me, are some of those Leafs under the weather? Are they sick? Like John Tavares looked terrible tonight, terrible. And then Keefe threw him out. He had 2 shifts in the third too, and then Keefe threw him out when they had to pull the goalie, and that was useless. Why wasn't Domi and Yarny and frickin' Holmberg out there again? Um, I don't think they had a good game. It was a good game to watch. It was hella fun, but it was like you were on edge every time MacKinnon, Rantanen, Drouin, Makar and Toews were out there. It's like they're gonna score. They're gonna score. They are, but then Jones bailed out the Leafs. A lot of cross crease saves. Toronto had a 3-0 lead, though. They did. Let's go through the game, and then we'll talk about some of the players. So, Domi scores first. Weird one. Hits off Manson's chest. Goal. Cool. 1-0. Awesome. Colorado were outplaying us at that time. Very beginning of the first period. And then we get the second goal. And we're like, wow, Morgan Riley. Morgan Riley wants to be an all-star. Morgan Riley, the all-star, takes on the entire Colorado Avalanche team. And he scores. Backhand. Beautiful. 2-0. You're like, this is phenomenal. And then crazy play in front of the net. There's a cluster of players. Manson tries to like tap it out of there. Goes to Liljegren. He scores. It's 3-0. Great. Georgiev makes an insane cross crease pass. Cross crease save. After a cross crease pass by Domi, he saves against Holmberg. That keeps it at 3-0. Tavares takes a penalty. Colorado goes to the power play. Camp takes a high sticks a guy. MacKinnon wants that 5-on-3, so he taps it, and Brody goes, why are you passing me the puck? Oh, I don't want it. I'll lift my skate. And the Colorado Avalanche players were like, thank you, TJ Brody. But we don't pay you $5 million a year. The Leafs do. They pass it to Drouin, who's having a resurgence, of course, with Colorado. Didn't start the season too well, and then all of a sudden, boom. He scores 3-1. We're like, oh, great. So, terrible decision. So, bad penalties. Again, Tavares did not have a good game. I thought Kemp had a good game, though. Brody did not have a good game. So, it's 3-1. And then the 3-2 goal. Matt Nyes loses his stick into Rantanen. Instead of staying on his D, staying on his defenseman, he goes after his stick. And then he picks up his stick, and the puck is there. And Rantanen goes, I'm going to slide this into this wide open net. And Nyes like, what happened? And I'm like, oh, buddy, terrible decision. So that's two bad decisions, 2 goals. Third goal. Oh, that was unfortunate, right? It hit a guy, like, I forget who. It was a cluster in front of the net. Came out of Cogliano. He scores to make it 3-3. But before that, bad decisions all around by the Leafs. They couldn't clear things. Yarncroke was one of them. I think. Was that when Giordano, it was like a 3-on-2, and Giordano decides to shoot it from a terrible angle and throws it wide? That could have been later on as well. He made Giordano, not a good game. Benoit, he baseball swung a puck out of the Leafs zone on another penalty. That was cool. I still don't think he had a good game. I don't think a lot of Leafs had good games. Anyway, it's 3-3. Third period, Leafs have like Marner, Matthews, and Nylander out there. And when they were out there, they were on fire, and they had lots of chances. They had lots of chances against MacKinnon's line. Until there was a transition where Leafs probably should have scored. Transition with just over 3 minutes to go, and then MacKinnon stops up, scores, because it's Nathan MacKinnon, who is oh my God, that's like, I'm going to have nightmares. Those Leafs are going to have nightmares. Defensemen, goalies, everyone has nightmares. When that guy gets the puck, it's like blink and he's gone. And he's stick handling so fast, and he stops up and he goes again. Makar's the same, but Makar's like a little bit like a smooth. Makar's like the smooth skating, where MacKinnon is just like boom, 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 boom. And you're like, oh my God, what am I going to do? And that's what it was like for the Leafs. It was like they were terrified every time this guy got the puck. And you should be. You didn't even have to stick handle sometimes. You just like put it into space, and next you know, wow, yep. Yeah. Other than McDavid, he's the best player in the league. Holy shit, he's so good. It's scary. Anyway, he scores, and then the Leafs pulled a goalie, and it was terrible. And then Colton missed the net, and then he got another chance, and they scored, and there you go, 5-3. So that was the game. That was it. Leafs played not well. If you look at the third period, the top line with Marner, Matthews, Nylander played. And then Domi's line with Järnkrok and Holmberg played. And I thought Järnkrok, Holmberg, and Domi had a good game. They did. Fourth line. Second line, no. Played like shite. They made poor decisions. And when I say shite, like Nylander, I don't think he played well, really, until he went to that top line and went like, oh, screw it, let's just try to score. And then defensively, no. And somehow they had a 3-goal lead. The shots were like 9-4 at one point for the Leafs. And then it was try to survive. Up 3-0, trying to survive. It's like me playing NHL 24, right? Like a 3-goal lead is not a safe lead. These guys, Colorado's so good. Oh my God. They didn't even have Val Nichushkin tonight. They're a good team. That's I keep saying it, but they're a good team. And if you don't play up to your standard, and that means everyone play up to your standard, you're screwed. If you're going to take stupid penalties, you're screwed. Like McCabe took a stupid penalty. If the refs decide we're not going to blow the whistle and call shit, that's not good. Matthews got cross-checked. He was down. Keefe was animated, as he should be. But throughout, there was a couple times, like, I know Liljegren got slashed just before, like, the MacKinnon goal, I think. Yeah, deserved to be pissed off. Or no, maybe it was a Cogliano goal. Doesn't matter. Deserved to be pissed off. But then, at the same time, Makar got hooked a bunch of times. No call. Rantanen got hooked a couple times. No call. Like, it went both ways. The refs were not good tonight at all. It was like they watched the IIHF refs and went like, let's do that. Let's do that. I think that's a good idea. God, it was bad both ways. So even like though the Leafs lost, it doesn't matter. Like the refs were terrible both ways. The Leafs lost tonight because Colorado is a superior team. Would I love to see a Toronto versus Colorado like Stanley Cup final? Hell yeah. Did you hear that building tonight? Like they were animated. Like my brother-in-law sent us a little video today. He was watching Southampton Saints in the UK. They're British. They're at their footy stadium at St. Mary's Stadium for a game, and you hear he's chanting, right? They have all their chants and everything, and the stadium's going wild. This was before the game. Tonight, during the game, you actually heard like proper like into it, animated Go Leafs Go, and there's a little bit of a feud going there with Colorado. You could see it starting. I'm like, ooh, that'd be a fun playoff. It'd be a scary playoff because I'd be on the edge of my seat about to pass out every time MacKinnon and Makar and etc. touches the puck. Spoiler, it looks like Landeskog is going to be ready for the Stanley Cup playoffs. Going to pull a Vegas and Mark Stone. But God, that would be one hell of a series just to be a fan of, right? Like to be there because it's the most animated the Leafs have been. Too bad we lost. You know what? Martin Jones played well. Poor mistake by Brody. Cost him. Poor mistake by Nyes. Cost him. Couldn't find the puck in a pile. It pops out. Lucky goal for Cogliano. Happens. We got one off Manson. Right? Fourth one. I think it's Nathan MacKinnon. He went God mode. Stop up. Mitch Marner's there. Can I save it? Jones, no, none of you were saving his shot. Not if you give him that time. And then Rantanen had like the bunt ready, like I'm ready for the tap in if you need me. And you tell Jones is like, he might go there. I've had to make a few cross crease passes. And McKinnon's like, I'm just going to score this one. And then there was an empty netter. I thought Jones played really well. I thought Jones played the puck really well with his stick. He no flubs tonight. I I can't remember any anyway. But the majority of the team did not have a good game, and yet Toronto were somehow still in this game. All in all, what am I at? Over 10 minutes? The Leafs lose 5-3 to the superior Colorado Avalanche, who are a very, very good team. And we now know kind of like where Toronto fits in all this, right? Do they need a defenseman? Yes. Some people are like, wow, they're playing well defensively, everything that. Nope. They got exposed tonight. Defenseman, yes. Did Domi's line with Yarncroke and Holmberg work? Yes. But do they need an additional centerman there? Yeah. I would even say like a 3C. Might need a 3C, might need a 2C. I'm assuming Tavares is ill or something because he was just off tonight. Like completely off. Like couldn't even like stick handle. Took a few penalties. He did make like his one penalty against Makar. Like it was a good like track back, so good on him. He's not the fleetest of foot, right? Makar is Makar, but he had a rough game. Who knows? Could be some grind on him. Who knows? But I think definitely you need a defenseman. We got exposed tonight. Giordano looking old. He better not be playing against Detroit. Let Lagesson get in there. I'd put Nicky Robertson back in there as well for tomorrow's game. But you need that defenseman. You need the 2C, 3C. And for goaltending, well, Jones I thought played well. Sammy sat on the bench. Hildebeest got a shutout, by the way, today. 20 saves. The Marlies won like 8-0. Hopefully Wall's back soon. Goaltending, I wouldn't even really focus on goaltending. It's that defense and a 2C, 3C. That's what Leafs need to get, because look what they just went up against Colorado without Nichushkin, and it seems like Landeskog will be back. Yeah, that's the bar. Got a lot to do for a living. Good luck. Anyway, take care, everyone. Have a good weekend. See you after the Red Wings game. Go Leafs, go.